Previously on Final Fantasy XVI. It's symmetrical.
It's beautiful.
The heart of Sunbreak.
Don't tell me a sword can just take it out.
Well, that didn't work. I think we're gonna need a bigger sword.
Mine's bigger.
Thank you, Clive, but I meant that figuratively. The core's clearly made of sterner stuff.
Well, that was a wild 10 minutes. So this is why it's the point of no return. Where am I now? Jerusalem?
The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, feel its softness.
Great, now we're playing Assassin's Creed.
White sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
Is it halal?
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents,
Look all you like, sir.
poultices.
It's all fresh.
Calmatives,
Picked this very
curatives,
morning.
restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road?
Oh, the emotional sale.
I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices.
Great, she's got baby rabies now. She wants a baby. $5 years, huh? If it's been 5 years, where's Joshua?
It's good to see you, Sid.
What have we learned?
The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's-forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was.
Well,
Just
Jill's
don't
aged
say
very
I
well.
didn't warn you.
He doesn't look a day older.
You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
So now we're Sid? Okay. Now we have a middle-aged Final Fantasy protag. Wait, so he was a teenager, then 7 years later, he's a man, and then 5 years later, he's middle-aged.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
That was the prologue?
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
Can I Phoenix them? No fall damage. And thanks for the donation, Matt. Oh god. I might have to buy a Torgal bloody plushie by the end of this.
It's going to be alright.
Can we just Phoenix him? Or just go Vlad the Impaler on his ass?
I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him! The outlaw. Sit here! Come on!
Can we channel it in the blade? Come on, you can do it!
Go! Summon the others!
The bearers?
Safe.
Are they though? Power of Thunder. Clive has claimed a portion of Icon Ramuh's essence. Attuning with Ramuh not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows to access to several new iconic abilities such as Thunderstorm, which rains 11 bolts down on all nearby enemies, knocking them back. Ramuh iconic feat Blind Justice can be used to launch a barrage of ball lightning at up to 9 targets determined by locking onto them. The lightning will temporarily remain affixed to a target and can be ignited by striking it. Nani? Huh.
Sid dies here! Fire and flame! Give me thunder!
Oh, that's just the circle.
Balls in here! Bring me his head!
How many are there?
Too many.
Titan sends his regards.
Okay, but can we burn them? Whoops, I used the potion. It's good, but does it burn them? Oh, come on!
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
What kitten? That's not a kitten.
They brought a pet.
That Jaguar has been hitting the gym. It doesn't drink milk, it drinks whey protein. My god.
For what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
Ah!
Damn it! Oh, I can't get greedy on this one. Ooh. We're basically Dante at this point. Seriously, what the hell? We just have too many abilities. So Thunder seems to have a charge up time. It's good for ranged. You gotta be careful with it, because all the attacks need to charge up. The circle, you need a few seconds if you want to get a few of them off. The triangle, you need a few seconds in order to charge it up. The square, you need a few seconds in order to execute it. It's not something that's on the fly. It has a charge up. It comes with risk. So you need to be careful when you use it. Oh, what now? A lightning shard? The power of the icon Ramu made manifest. This shard of crystal tinges the palm and can be heard to emit a soft hum when held to the ear. But who's gonna make my new weapon? I don't have a blacksmith. Well?
To hell with this!
Torgal, pee on it.
They'll tell Hugo.
Good.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
So Hugo's chasing Sid, but Sid's already dead. They came back? Or they were hiding? Law will clarify some things? True.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you.
Are you serious?
You hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
Is this Stockholm Syndrome?
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
They look cute drenched in blood. You know what they say, those who slay together, stay together.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
My God, they've been institutionalized.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
It's like the middle of the back. It's not the lower back, it's not the upper back. So it's not like we're friends And it's not like that ass, it's like in the middle. What even are you? It's been 5 years! He's like, they'll come around, and she's thinking something else in her mind. I can't say it. Is the hideaway still around? Amongst the unfading remnants of ambitions long forgotten, do Clive and his companions forge a path to a better tomorrow? The hideaway. Wow. The zone between lovers and friends. You mean F-buddies? That's a fun zone. That's the fun zone. Underwater ships.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Ride's over, lovebirds. Home sweet home.
We're on a ship now? Place is flooded. And Clive is 33 now? And the mark on his face is gone. Well, there's going to be a little bit of lore to catch up on, isn't there? Home sweet home.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Well, at least some people survived. I was scared that everyone had died.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
Started with 15-year-old Clive, then 13 years to 28. Oh, it was a 13-year skip, my bad. And now 5 years later, 33-year-old Clive.
Welcome back, Sid.
Wow, Sid is now a title.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnes. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Again? I seen schoolboys swing harder.
What am I watching?
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosnes.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Almost done.
Have you actually tried to cut something with a handsaw? It's not as easy as you think. He opposes the world is named Madara. I mean, Sid. Well, we're almost there with the whole Jinchuriki thing. 69. Nice.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
One of our last words to Sid was, mine's bigger. Imagine if your last words to someone were, mine's bigger. How could those be our parting words?
hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier.
Shelves are closed. The sign outside should have told you. Yeah, the sign outside should have told you.
But there's no sign.
But there's no sign!
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Oh, sadly not. Molly used the last of the chocobo in the stew.
Marinated yard chocobo. Prepared hen by draining blood and removing both head and feet. Offal, particularly the heart and liver, should be set aside for later use. Stir into a deep bowl, watered wine, preferably of the red variety, honey, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and any other seasonal savory herbs if you so desire. Add to the bowl the dressed bird and lay it in a dark room for a single turn of the sun. Break the breastbone and ready your force meat thusly. Chop together the heart and liver of the chocobo and mix it with the crumb of a stale barn and pepio or cupo. What?! What?! Nuts soaked in boiled cream, beaten mace, and as much thyme as will lie on a gilt penny and fill the bird, but not overly so. Lard the breast with boar bacon and spit the bird, tying it at both ends that the force meat not spill into the coals. Roast until skin is golden brown, taking care to baste regularly with drippings. They eat the Kupos? What? 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 Clive is absorbing all the powers of the dominant. Maybe we are this world's murderer. Probably. We seem to be demonic in nature, and that guy wanted us as his vessel. What was his name again?
Does that one have blood?
Welcome back, Sid.
Order a drink. Buy a round for the haul. What do you think I am?
How am I getting on? About as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stonehair, even if it is mostly just yesterday's leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
Wow. Okay, Ultima. That's definitely a separate video, one sec. Only 80% more of the game to go. We killed 1 crystal, 5 to go. Or 4 to go.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
I ain't paying. Oh, she made it!
And what can I do for you?
She made it! Ask about the past 5 years. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time
I remember
flies.
it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Now that we knew it was them, they just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere. There was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries. Try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that come what may, Sid will save us. Oof. Ask about the hideaway.
We won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. And thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for my wares.
The only drawback?
The constant bloody racket. If it's not Dory's and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night.
Still?
If a pain in the ear holds the price I have to pay to be Sid, the outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I got myself a bargain.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
I love how in 5 years she hasn't actually improved the stock at all. It's just the same stuff. Oh no, she's got some stuff. Ah, same old stuff.
Is that all?
Clive, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new gear.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just...
Is it business or pleasure?
Oh, boy. Alright.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
Alright, build me a weapon worthy of Mordor.
Clive? What do you want?
Living bolt. From heaven on high, far did this bolt fall from to deliver justice.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Really? This is just Kingdom Hearts now.
I got ya.
Ask about the last 5 years.
You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the ass getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together.
Still.
That don't mean I intend on doing it again. Ask about the hideaway. Things aren't too bad. I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and a apprentice that knows his hammer from his cook. What? Apprentice that knows his hammer from his car. Oh my god. Why is that funny? It's like something out of Game of Thrones. Oh, and the furnace is all right and all, thanks to old Sid's bellows. The gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here on the mere without them. Not with the bloody crystals, that's for sure. No, I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins, and I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, give us a shout. That is the most Game of Thrones piece of dialogue in this whole game. He knows his hammer. He knows his hammer from his cock. I'm just fucked. That was good for a laugh. Oh, ay, 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 ay.
Seeing ya.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
The secret's in the bellows, you know.
They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
Yeah, it's like a stove underneath, sort of thing, probably. Ah.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tub and Crown for me.
Still smitten with the serving girl, are you? She's a fair one, all right.
Tub and Crown. Oh, man. The backyard. Oh, it looks around. Oh. Clive's chambers. Wall of memories. Ah, the stone. The oath. Created a day Clive pledges allegiance to Sid. This crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Oh god, this music. Magic blades don't have to be realistic. True. Oh, Sid's swords are cool. So, Gav lost his eye to get this crystal. Why is there only one pillow on this bed? Clive! Clive! You know what's scary? We haven't saved today. Ramu channel. Maybe they cuddle when sleeping or share the pillow or use it as an arm pillow. You need 2 pillows. You need 2 pillows. Drive Ramu's staff into the ground, electrifying all enemies. Call forth a powerful thunderstorm that rains multiple bolts down upon a target, so that's like 1 target. Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to nearby enemies. Okay, that's like... Wait, and what's this? Summon from the heavens a mighty 11 bolt that deals massive damage to a single target. But I want to do AoE. Launch a barrage of ball lightning at 1 or more enemies. Targets are determined by locking onto them before executing the ability. Ball lightning will affix itself to a target and can be caused to discharge, dealing additional damage if the target is attacked. I mean, this reminds me of what's the DMC3? Nevan? The guitar. I'm sure you could just add this into the rotation, but you wouldn't stay on Ramu. You would add it into the rotation and then rotate out of it, as you would any of the other ones. So you could effectively, like, smash Flames of Rebirth, smash Ignite or Rising Flames, smash Gouge, smash Wicked Wheel, and then smash this, smash the other one, and by then your Rising Flames or Ignition would be back, and then by then your Gouge would be back. It would just be nuts. You can also put Flames of Rebirth on Ramu if you want. I think you need to get the final level of mastery in order to do that. Pretty sure. Yeah. You need to get it to the final stage. Oh. Now that you've got 3, you could be spamming abilities for days. You've just got an entire arsenal. It's probably an achievement if you buy the whole place around. Let's save the game. 10,000 is a lot.
Does that one have blood on it?
It has character. Yeah, character. Oh, we lost Sid!
What can I get you, Sid? Shout if you need topping up.
Can we get drunk in this game?
Oh, keep your mug handy. You look like you could do with a drink. That's what we like to hear. Knock 'em back, everyone. Sid's buying. Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Milking me dry.
What can I get you, Sid?
Is that it?
Honestly, Sid, you're too nice for your own good. Do you hear that, ladies and gents? The next round's courtesy of the realm's most benevolent outlaw.
Yeah, we're just spending all our cash. Jill's gonna be upset. Well, if you look around, you won't see Jill's room, which brings to question where she sleeps. Oh!
Keep your mug handy. Welcome back, Sid. Well, someone's in a good mood.
Someone's just
Drink up,
remortgaged
you
the
lot.
house.
The next round's on Sid.
Clive as a drunk strikes me as a crier. Oh god.
Oh,
And then
you're not
I
leaving
killed
me
my
ready,
brother!
are
It's just like, my god.
You look like you could do with a drink. As if setting our people free wasn't enough.
Yeah, it's an achievement.
Good news, everyone. The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid.
So you basically need 40,000 to get it.
Oh, keep your mug handy. Welcome back, Sid.
We're broke now.
And this one's on the house.
Really? After I spent 45,000? I would hope so. You get one on the house.
So, everyone knows our hideaway sits in the ruins of a fallen airship, right? And everyone knows that fallen ruins are indestructible, right?
I don't know.
Well,
Perhaps
riddle
I should
me
just
this
have Blackthorn
then.
make me a
If
new
they're
one.
indestructible, then how did they get ruined in the first place? And why does ours have so many leaks in it? Stumped? Then let me tell you a story. Long ago, there were these two airship captains who both liked to claim their vessel could fly higher than the others. And after arguing about it till they were blue in the face, they rallied their crews, pointed their bows heavensward and set off, soaring higher and higher and higher. But before they knew it, they found themselves surrounded on all sides by dragons. The dragons, none too eager to welcome intruders into their domain, proceeded to chase the airships for 40 days and 40 nights. Until, having run out of food and water, the crews collapsed. And with no one to man the ships, both came tumbling down to the ground. Only to end up in a lake. And they say the name of one of those ships was the Invincible. Well, what do you think of that?
I'll have Otto see to those leaks.
Were you even listening, Sid? Honestly, I've got half a mind to bar you.
But then who would you tell your stories to?
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
If it's invincible, why can't I see it?
What can I get you, Sid? Might be a mo.
He just comes back drunk and broke. Jill's like, again?
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you? You look like you could do with a drink.
How much money do we have?
Coming right up.
This is getting ridiculous. I feel like drinking some mead. Viking mead.
Oh, keep your mug handy.
But does he get drunk?
Welcome back, Sid. Thirsty, are ya?
A lifetime of trauma does that to you. So sad. An alcoholic at the age of 33. Man, if you're 33 and then became an alcoholic, that's considered very old in Slavic years.
Tell me, Sid, have you ever thought about trying the wine?
Does that one have...
It ain't half as sour as that, Swill, and it'll get you tippled twice as fast. Speaking of which... You know that friend of yours over in Lost Wing? What's his name? Kenton? Quinston? Anyway, the red from his vineyards is some of the finest in Storm, which is why it's worth an emperor's ransom, and harder to come by than a cup of Grieger's tears. But you ever wondered why that might be? 'Cause I heard it's down to the fact that he buries the bodies of anyone who crosses him under the trellises, so the vines can soak up their blood. That can't be true, can it?
Can... what?
Oh, you weren't even listening.
Of course I was. That was very interesting.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
So we're getting stories
You
by
look like you
getting
could do
drunk.
with a drink. The usual then.
The usual? We've been here so many times, it's the usual.
Don't be a stranger, Sid. Welcome back, Sid.
That guy behind us is just judging us.
Coming right up.
Clive, you're acting like my dad does when my mum tells him about her day. I was just thinking deep down, this is why you should date someone that doesn't speak the same language as you.
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you? What can I get you, Sid?
I was like awake one morning. I'm like, and Hutchins like, I'm hungry. And I'm like, you speak English?
The usual then.
Good times.
Oh, keep your mug handy. You look like you could do with a drink.
Seriously, how much money do we have? This is ridiculous. Surely we'll run out soon. Surely we'll get another story, right? Surely this is an achievement. Oh, refreshing.
Don't be a stranger, Sid. What can I get you, Sid? The usual then.
Yeah, the guy behind us is judging. This can't be good for your liver. He's gonna die. Satisfied.
Oh, keep your mug handy.
I'll be honest, I never got into beers and things like that.
Welcome back, Sid.
Oh my god, we're broke. Like, I don't crave it,
already,
and I don't really like the flavor. Sometimes when you eat a certain food, it's okay with it in a social setting because it's social drinking. But by myself, I would never do it. I honestly don't understand it. I honestly don't. And then some beers in particular are like bitter and coarse, and people are like, "Ah, that's the fun. You get used to it." And I'm like, "Get used to what? Being an alcoholic? Getting fat? What?" Where's Jill? Oh, she's downstairs. Alright, let's go to Jill. Is she gonna judge us? You know what's sad? After drinking, we don't get tipsy. If we got tipsy, that would be cool. Alright, I'm gonna load the game. We just spent all of our money on alcohol. That can't be good. We should have done a drink counter.
Staying on this time?
Alright. The stone's there, that's there, blacksmith's there. And we're gonna go home sweet home.
Clive, is everything all right?
Alright, I can actually... Wait, so the lawkeeper, where's the lawkeeper? Oh, the old guy's probably dead. Damn it. The story dude's dead. Died. Is no longer around. So if I look at the journal... Items, attributes, gear and icons... Damn it. It's probably here somewhere. The old guy survived the raid? It must be in here, the shelves. It would make sense, wouldn't it? The Haven? Ha! Haven! Love it!
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain. I'll let the others know.
Get to law, but it's unavailable until you progress. Fair enough. It'll be a good opportunity to see what happened. Nectar. You're wondering what this new board is behind me. All in good time, my furless friend. Is this like a wanted poster? You're like a hitman one-stop shop, aren't you, Nectar? He's so cute! I just want to pat him. So freaking cute! Even though he's got like the devil wings and he's probably a demon. So cute!
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. And not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Who's that?
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Really, Clive? Really?
Have you finished sorting those reports yet?
Finished? I ain't started. Been busy enough with my own work.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Otto's gonna skin me alive.
Maybe you should have done your own work. You lazy bastard. Does she have white hair because she's old or white hair because she used too much of her abilities?
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
Ninetails?!
You know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
So if you've got the 3 countries down the bottom, it would make sense for them to align together against the Holy Empire that's being an aggressor. At the very least, the 2 nations on the left should become allies against the mutual foe. But then again, they could have been squabbling on the borders themselves. But the one thing I've noticed is that the Blight is effectively coming from all corners. So even if the Holy Empire attacks other nations to get land, that doesn't stop the spread of the Blight. They will eventually be effed.
Here for another of my lectures?
About Vivian.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I may remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. About the coming to Hideaway.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canva, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. Nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remain hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life, as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. About the Crystalline Dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crosslands of Valisthea, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the Blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least
it was until Zambaki elected to invade and establish the new holy capital upon twin sides heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I loved so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew the Emperor Silvestri had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him. So they literally just moved everyone. Well, everyone they cared about.
I do wish our lawsman would consider acquiring some more contemporary volumes. I tire of the classics.
Well, that was quite something. A history of jurisprudence. The signing of the Continental Accord marks the beginning of the modern era of Valisthea, where the realm had once been riven by hatred and mistrust. An accord built bridges, affecting many of the areas of realm-wide cooperation that persist to this day. The shared currency, shared calendar, and common system of bearer ownership chief among its epoch-making achievements. Alas, in the years since the Accord's signing, many of these old rifts have reopened. It is for us to follow in the steps of our forebearers and wholeheartedly endeavor to usher in a new age of peace and unity. Times never change, humans being humans. Okay, so we're going to the shelves now. I reckon the view of the States realm option too, because there's more stuff here when you talk to her. Is there more? I thought that was it. Give me the download, damn it!
And how may I assist you today? Allow me to educate you.
Ooh. By speaking with Vivi in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current ongoings. Revisit any of the Ninetales past lessons or take a deeper look at the relationships on the individuals.
Here you are.
Current and past affairs. Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relating to Clive's story that updates you as you progress through the main scenario. To the Phoenix Gate via Stillwind. Well, his father and brother rode directly for Phoenix Gate. Oh! Really? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. So this was the beginning. And what was this? The Iron Kingdom, reinforcements, the Iron Crusade. So at this time they were basically attacking. The Iron Kingdom, also known in the local tongue as the Hairan. The Iron Kingdom is the archipelago nation. I remember reading this in Working Culture. So we go forward a little bit. Taken captives by the Empire. They were part of the Holy Empire. They went to the Phoenix Gate. All right. Yeah, he was taken captive at this time. And then after this, drafted into the legions. Holy Empire starts attacking. Occupy weakened duchy. Terrorization of Rosaria. The Boiling Crusade. A surprise attack launched by the Iron Kingdom on the Duchy of Rosaria in the year 860. Critically weakened at the time, having lost Archduke and been plunged into chaos. The Ironblood unleashed a wave of murderous destruction on Rosarians and returned home with human spoils in the form of countless young women and children. Jill among them. Right. In the year 861, taking advantage of the discord arising from Rosaria's internal wars in the wake of the Night of Flames, the Ironblood launched an attack that inflicted devastating losses on an already crippled nation, robbing it of what little power remained. Later the same year, Sambiki stepped in and forced the once proud duchy to submit to one final humiliation, becoming a vassal state of the Empire, just as Duchess Annabella and her imperial conspirators had planned. Right. And so Jill was taken here to the Iron Kingdom. Clive was taken to the Holy Empire. We don't really see what's going on at this time. The Northern Territories. Bitterly cold region in the northern reaches of the continent of Storm. It was originally home to the mother crystal known as Drake's Eye, around which a series of small nations sprang up, nations whose belligerence proved troublesome for Rosaria over the centuries. In time, however, the Mother Crystal's power dwindled, and with it, the power of these warlike nations. With the Blight encroaching on their territory even more, the remaining tribes were united and pacified by Archduke Elwin of Rosaria in 854. Well, they're effed. And then Death in the Defile. The Iron Crusade, the Battle of Nisa. Men of the Mist, the Republic, and then the Holy Empire. Assassins dispatched. That was our group. And then while they were fighting, we were here to kill them. The Kingdom of the Wool. What's this? The sole surviving nation in Ash, Walloed, has its capital in Stonehir, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine, a warlike land. Its considerable military might serves to keep neighboring countries at bay, while Wallow does remain a notional alliance with the Dalmatian Republic. In the Southern Storm, it is very much a marriage of convenience. A warlike land, considerable might serves to be neighboring countries at bay. Not all are deterred, however, and the constant need to fight off hordes of beastmen prevents the royalists from launching a full incursion into Storm. Its ruler, Baron Bas Thamur, dominant of Odin and Warden of Darkness, recently dispatched units of intelligence to Storm with orders to scout ahead prior to a full-scale invasion. Having ceded territory to the Holy Empire in the Battle of the Twin Realms in 865, the war leaders launched an attack on Belenus Tor in 873 with the intent of regaining their lost foothold on the continent. Ruled over. Somewhat surprisingly, the Sambukoki Empire incursion into Crystalline Dominion prompted no immediate response from the king, who appears to be biding his time and considering his next move. Okay, so now this kingdom with Odin is making a play. Yeah, these guys are not going to be working together. No one here can work together. Jesus. No wonder everything's at war. And the Iron Kingdom attacked from this way. Drake's breath arises from a volcanic island situated just within its borders and is worshipped as a god, just a state religion. The Crystalline Orthodox dictates the same religion decrees that the use of magic to be anathema, and the bearers and dominants who use it to be sinful aberrations, leading to even greater discrimination than that suffered by their brethren on the mainland. Given their stated desire to control all the mothers, the Ironbloods' attitude to other nations is of indelible antagonism. Yeah, they are not working together with anybody. Odin's kingdom is who Benedicta worked for and who Cid used to work for. Right, so they didn't actually work for the Holy Empire. They worked for the Odin kingdom. Right. Okay. I didn't realize that. Thank you. So that's what the Colossal guy is. So the Iron Kingdom basically has no dominant anymore. The Holy Empire has the giant flying guy, and the Kingdom of Waloed has the giant guy. The Colossal guy. Man, this state of affairs is a freaking mess. A nation occupying the northeastern reaches of the continent of Storm Titan, thank you. With the great city of Oriflamme as its capital, Sambuki is the largest theocracy and home to the Mother Crystal Drake's Head. Under the rule of the Holy Emperor, the people of Sambuki enjoy a life of plenty thanks to the crystal's blessing, which they believe to be a gift from the goddess Gregor herself. The Empire has been at war with the Kingdom of Waloed, situated just across the Strait of Autha, ever since the Battle of the Twin Realms in 865, and judging by their clash at Belenus Tor in 873, neither side shows any sign of backing down. Political power in the Empire technically resides with the 5 cardinals, but even they are bound to the whims of the Holy Emperor in those manners of state in which he takes interest. In the year 860, at Emperor Sylvester's behest, the cardinals agreed upon a plan to liberate Rosario from the marauding forces of the Iron Kingdom, after which the duchy had little choice but to bend the knee and become an imperial province. A nation occupying the empire is ruled by the Holy Emperor, the one true goddess made flesh according to the Gregorian faith, who is served unquestionably by the sworn knights of the Blessed Dragon, known more commonly as the Dragoons. After suffering the ignominy of losing Drake's Head to an audacious assault by outlaw Cid in 873, the Empire set its sights on the Mother Crystal and the nearest neighbor, the Crystalline Dominion. Sambuki's legions duly stormed the historically neutral territory and installed the imperial capital at Twinside. This brazen act of conquest sent shockwaves across Valisthea and heightened the already considerable tension between the Empire and the Dalmatian Republic. But this was shortly after. Alright, so I've pretty much been reading all their stuff. Cool. And so at this point, Dalmatian Republic is just chilling here. A nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm, has its capital in Randella, also home to the Mother Crystal known as Drakefang, inside which stands Castle Dazbog, home of Hugo Kupka, Dominant of Titan, Warden of Earth. Alright, so wait a minute. I thought Cid and Benedicta worked for the Kingdom of Waloed. But didn't Benedicta bang the guy from the Dalmanian Republic. So that's why she banged them outside. Because they were like at a meeting rather than from the same place. Oh, I get you. There's no official state religion and citizens are free to worship as they please. Dhalmekia's key political entity is the parliament, which is formed of ministers representing each of the states with the prime minister at its head. This sounds democratic. A nation formed from a federation, also home to the Mother Crystal. Dominant Titan. Kupka, obsessed with finding Sid and extracting his revenge for the murder of Benedicta. Co-opted the soldiers of the realm and had them commit a series of atrocities in an attempt to flush Sid out from hiding. Yeah, these guys are not in a good spot because they've got the Iron Kingdom on one side. They've got the Holy Empire on the other side. They've got these guys on the right side. Like, they are smack down in the middle. Not a good spot to be. Too many fronts. Ah, I remember this place. Cool. And this was us doing our thing. Then after this, Eye of the Tempest. Something happened here. We went to the Eye of the Tempest. Drake's Head. Nothing was happening here at the time. We destroyed it. We went back to the hideaway. The whispering of a familiar voice compels Clive to prime into the second icon of fire. Ephraim put an end to Garuda's frenzy. Oh, right. So this is the Garuda thing. Wait, at this point they were still fighting? The Battle of Belenustor. Oh, okay, so that's the cutscene that we saw. The Battle of Belenustor was a conflict fought between the Holy Empire in Zambiki and the Kingdom of Walad in the year 873. Having lost vital territory 8 years earlier in the Battle of the Twin Realms, the Wallareds launched an assault on the eponymous peak, losing to regain a foothold of imperial lands on the opposite side of the Strait of Autha. Both sides fielded their icons, and in the ensuing showdown between Odin and Bahamut, an entire Sambakiki legion was lost, and the Wallareds regained their outpost. Jesus. Mining settlement in the southern part of the continent of Ash, known for adamantite, a resource highly prized for its unrivaled durability, but this is both a blessing and a curse, leading as it has no repeated attacks by marauding orcs over the years. Though previously well protected, the encroachment of the Blight has seen citizens deserting in their droves, leaving the town ever more vulnerable to attack. And then after this, we rendezvous with Gav. What's this wind? The Strait, okay. So this is like a pathway. Narrow channel to the north of the crystalline dominion that separates the continents, with Sambakirki to the west. Its shores are never short of soldiers or political tension. Oh yeah. Damn, and the hideaway is like smack down in the middle, in the Blight area that no one wants to be in. And then we stormed back to the Phoenix Gate. Through Eastpool. And then we go back from the Phoenix Gate. The Purge of Eastpool. The Purge was a brutal attack on the Rosarian village of Eastpool in 873. Annabella Lesage, Holy Empress on the Zambikik, and Vicereine of Rosaria ordered all the bearers being harbored by the villagers be slaughtered, along with those ducal loyalists who had given them shelter. In the ensuing massacre, Eastpool's population was effectively decimated, and ultimately the village was abandoned. Motherfucker. Benedicta banged both. Damn it, Benedicta. So, she sent the forces from Rosalia, the capital city of the Duchy of Rosalia, Castle, seat of the Archduke, stands at the heart of the stored settlement, whose marketplace is teemed with activity. Alas, the encroaching blight has rendered vast swaths of land to the north uninhabitable, driving refugees south in ever greater numbers and placing an unbearable strain on Rosalia's too finite resources. So where is his mother stationed? I thought she was chilling in the Holy Empire, because if she's still here, we should go kill her now. And then we went for Drake's head. And of course, they attacked. The hideaway destroyed. How much you want to bet that the person who sent the head was probably the Kingdom of Wallowed or the Holy Empire, just to get the Dalmekian Republic to attack Cid? It keeps them busy here while these guys can attack here. A tiny independent state straddling the continents of Storm and Ash, its capital, Twinside, is built on the tiny Isle of Ark from which its moon crystal Drake's Tail rises. The lack of a dominant has seen the Dominion become the subject of constant maneuvering over the years, both political and military, and it was only through the recent convening of a Council of All Nations that a non-aggression treaty towards a neutral body was forged, and a tenuous stability. A once independent state, Drake's Tail rises. After Drake's Head was destroyed in 873, the Holy Empire of Sambuca declared Twinsides its new capital in defiance of the long-standing non-aggression treaty. While controversial, the move carried out by Prince Dion and his Knights Dragoon proceeded mostly unopposed, largely due to the Dominion's lack of a dominant of its own with which to intimidate the interlopers. Yeah, that's what happens. It was probably the Holy Empire. Because take a look who gained most. The Dalmekian Republic is emotional, attacking Cid, not paying attention to the Crystalline Dominion. The Holy Empire can just go south and take it. It was probably the Holy Empire. And these guys just get effed. The Iron Kingdom just gets effed. So the next person to get attacked is basically Dalmekian Republic. Following Clive, the new hideaway. A lake in the Blighton lands on the southern edge of the former Grand Duchy of Rosaria, named for the dragon that some tales created the basin when it fell from the sky. So that door that used to exist near the Phoenix Gate, is it still there or is it gone? The Holy Empire, the Imperial Army, the occupation. And now what's happening? Dalmekian Republic, pursuit of Cid, Costness. 5 years have passed, Clive has taken over where his friend left off, so that was the trap. And here we are today. We're going to the Phoenix Gate? Oh no, that was day one.
Here's the latest information I have.
Oh boy. Ward of Rosaria. First encounter. Jill was made a Ward of Rosaria after Homeland's incessant raids were called by the Duchy. She was raided in Rosalia. First encounter. Clive and Joshua, who came to love her as a sister. She got sister-zoned. When she waved the brothers farewell on the day departed for the Phoenix Gate, little did she know the misfortune that awaited both of them and her. The two came to blows. We've read this. Dominant of Shiva. So we've never seen her actually activate it. After Clive and Cid spirited away from the battlefield, where she was forced to fight for the Iron Blood, she was placed in the care of the hideaway talented physician. Finally awake after long periods, she set out with Clive to discover the truth of their past. 5 years now have passed since the fall of Drake's Head, and she and Clive continue Cid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid them of the realm's mother crystals. Okay, so she did age, but not a crazy amount. Dominant of Shiva and trusted confidant of Clive, leader of the new hideaway. Together they continue Cid's mission to emancipate bearers and rid the realm of the mother crystals. Look at this little cute motherfucker! Look at him, he's so cute. He's so cute. Clive's faithful friend brought back from one of Archduke Elwin's expeditions from the frozen northern territories, where it was found half-starved and shivering in a snowfield. Having presumably been separated from his pack, Elwin gifted the puppy to Clive upon his return, and the two became nigh inseparable. Inseparable until the tragic events at Phoenix Gate tore them apart. Clive's faithful friend, now fully grown after the tragic Phoenix events at Phoenix Gate, Clive believed that Torgal was lost to him forever. However, their paths would have crossed again some 13 years later when Torgal's new master Sid came to Clive's rescue in the depths of Nissa Defile. Despite their long years apart, the two knew each other as if not a single day had passed since their separation. Torgal not only grew into a fine hound, but met with Sid, who trained him to work as a hunting dog. After meeting with Clive again, Torgal gladly returned to the service of his former master. Clive's faithful friend, he is fiercely protective of him as his allies, loath as he is to lose his best friend again, and never strays far from Clive's side, putting the hunting skills Sid taught him to use in fending off foes and picking up trails. Such a good boy. And of course we have our friend Clive. Damn, he's looking more like his father. Look, he's like a boy, right? He's a man. He aged. And now he's looking more like his father. Dominant of Phoenix. Mysterious hooded man. Slipped free from his bonds. Dominant of Phoenix. Disaster, however, he's very much alive, traveling the realm even now. His true identity hidden by a heavy cowl and an assumed name, that of Lord Margrace. Was the girl that was with him? I hate you! Steed and rider. Where's my chocobo? Clive's steed. During the attack on Phoenix Gate, she raced to Clive's rescue, saving him from certain death at the cost of an eye. A price she gladly paid. I love this chocobo. And of course, these two are dead. Oh, Rodney gets trained. Cool. Hooded man. Aww. Ooh, comrades. Okay, so you get a lot more here. Lord Commander. Oh my god, there's going to be a lot to read here. And then Sid's. I'm going to read this in like bits and pieces. I'm not doing it all in one go. She's dominant, and then more allies, more people. Uh-huh. 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 My god. It gets even more messy. Oh, he remarried. You slut. And, oh, and then we've got this guy. Ultima. Another worldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head. He addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousnesses. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. Great, Naruto. There is some reading. Ugh. I'm not reading that all now. I had enough reading. That was like 30 minutes of reading. That's enough for now. My god. No more. You have learned so much in this stream. I have. But there is a certain point where you just go, that's enough for now. Any more and nothing is gonna stick. But it was good to learn that Sid and Benedicta didn't work for the Holy Empire. They actually worked for these guys on the right. And that the Holy Empire was the one that Clive's mother conspired with, whereas the Iron Kingdom was the one that ended up kidnapping Jill. So it sort of puts things into a lot more context. But I definitely think the Holy Empire was the one that sent the Titan Benedicta's head. Because while he's being emotional and on a rampage, he would not step in to help the neutral territory that was attacked by the Holy Empire. So I think they had the most to gain from that. So I have a feeling they were probably the ones that sent the head to throw him emotionally off balanced. Would make sense. Talk to Moogle? I already did talk to Moogle, unless he gives me missions. Moogle, missions. See, all in good time. Alright, guys, let's wrap it up there. I'm probably going to have to read a little bit on the characters just to see whose parents are and the political stuff that's going on. That's probably going to give me a little bit more context, so we'll do that tomorrow, and then we can push on with more missions. This is a very deep and rich world. There's a lot here. There is a lot here. It's very chunky. I was like very surprised when I reached out to Square Enix and I was like, hey, I'd really like to review it. And they gave me the game. It's like, yeah, make the review. And I was like, yeah, I'll play it as much as I can. And then they said, do not take a look at any of this asset pack before you finish the game. And I still haven't. And I'm like, man, this is going to be a chunky game before I can actually give any sort of review, because there is a lot in it. It's a big world. It's a big world. You missed me talking to Moogle? It's one of the first things I did when I came upstairs in this area. So probably like 40, 50 minutes ago. Too slow, buddy! Too slow!